What do you do for a living?
I'm in a firm. I just quit my job from driving truck.
Why? Why'd you quit?
I just had a son.
So you're charged with resisting arrest. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
The officer observed the co-defendant loitering at a gas station, not conducting business while on under control of the area, known to have frequent narcotics trafficking and gang activity in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the co-defendant grabbing the waistband of his pants and clutching what appeared to be a pistol, and the officer approached the co-defendant and the occupant of the motor vehicle he was speaking to, informed the co-defendant he was going to be pat down. The co-defendant then evaded on foot for approximately 0.25 miles, where he was eventually detained. The defendant then ran up to the scene and was yelling at the officer, acting irate. The officer repeatedly had to instruct the defendant to give space for the investigation, and the defendant followed the officer on foot as the officer walked the co-defendant back to the gas station. The officer observed on surveillance the defendant to be carrying what appeared to be a handgun in his waistband and clutching it before passing it to another male. The officer went to pat down the defendant to ensure he was not still armed, and the defendant pulled his body away, stepped away, flailed his arms, and tensed his body. The officer was struck on the jaw by the defendant's flailing arms, and the officer performed a double leg takedown and instructed the defendant to stop resisting and give his arms. The defendant continued to tense his body and pull his arms away.
I'm not going to put any conditions on your bond. Just be careful out there. Really, you're on bond for another case now. It's very possible that they use this against you. Got to be careful out there.
Yes, sir.
The only condition I want you to have is just don't have contact with the co-defendant in this case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's it. What do you do for a living?
I'm in a firm. I just quit my job from driving truck.
Why? Why'd you quit?
I just had a son. I spent my son was born on my birthday, November 22nd. I spent it in here.
How you making money?
I'm starting my own holiday service.
Do you have an income now? Do you have an income now?
I have enough to sustain. I will need a lawyer.
Can you afford one? Let's do this. I'll have you fill out an application. I want to take a look at your financials. Be honest. Don't just put zeros because I'm going to send it back to you. And then I'll take a look. Okay? All right, man. Do you mind giving me an application? Just give me a second.